As with any takeover, obviously there's always loads of questions about the ins and outs of how the breakdown of the sale of the club and all that kind of stuff goes. But one thing Charlton fans have been discussing is the Valley, the training ground, and how the sale works with that. Can you confirm?
Yeah,
it is lock, stock and barrel?
Yeah, so effectively it is lock, stock and barrel. However, from my initial call to Roland's representatives, which was at the end of August, to completion 2nd of January, you know, for us, the main priority was getting in for the January window. So it's a two-stage transaction where we've purchased the club and the stadium, and we have a commitment to purchase the rest of the assets over a period of time.
That in mind, obviously you've mentioned that it was important to get this done before the January transfer window. We're in that now, we're a few days in. What are the plans for the next month?
Oh, well, listen, we need to strengthen. We need more bodies in. You know, Andre Green coming in, very happy with that. He's one that we looked at in the summer. Financially, we couldn't get to where Aston Villa were. We were lucky enough now to be able to have got that over the line. He did well yesterday. You know, we've got a few offers out for other players. Yeah, it's just the January window is a funny one. You know, prices are inflated. Obviously, given who's behind the takeover, quotations get inflated as well. When you know Steve's putting the call in, you know, inquiring about players, you know, a couple of zeros go on the end. But yeah, no, listen, everyone's working around the clock to bring players in.
I guess Lee Bowyer and his staff. What are your hopes for them as far as the future goes, and if I can say it, a new contract?
Yeah, Lee's been fantastic. You know, since he took over as interim, and then obviously getting promoted last season. You know, we've met on a few occasions. We've had some good time together. So I could kind of portray to him what our long-term ambitions are. You know, because that's important for him as well. You know, he wants to know that the new ownership coming in are going in the right direction, have got the right vision. I've spoken with his agent, and what we decided for now, obviously being in January, is to focus on the playing side of things and try and tie that up after the window. I'm comfortable with that. You know, and like I say, I think the main thing for me is ensuring that the club stays in the Championship, and then obviously we can take each day as it comes from there.
Matt, just one more from me, I promise. Lyle Taylor, he was another one of your priorities when you came in. You said to tie him down to a new contract. Yeah. Now, since you've been here, I understand a contract's been offered, he's rejected it, it's now off the table. Has there been any development? Could that change before the end of the window, or are you looking to sell him?
Of course. Listen, it could always change, but that's ultimately down to the player. From the opening statement was to tie Lee down, to tie Lyle down, and you know that's not changed. We made the offer quite a few weeks ago. I met with the player's representative. We had discussions, and the ball was in the representative court. And I felt that for the long term and what I was trying to do at the club and the model that I was trying to implement, I felt it was a fair offer. I thought it was a very good offer. It was way above the model. There will be marquee signings and there will be contracts where we have to go over and above to keep players in the door, you know, bring in players that we feel are going to, you know, strengthen the team.
You've asked for all the fans to come back after the relationship turned sour with Roland. Are there any guarantees or assurances you can give to those fans that it won't happen again, or there'll be a falling out between board and fans, or the relationship between the fans and the board will go sour, similar to how we did with Roland?
There's no guarantees in life. You can't make any guarantees. What I would say is, you know, I've been open and transparent from the outset. I've been visible. I've been at all the games. I can't say where the relationship's going to go. All I can do is do my best to be open and transparent. You know, but as you said, you know, we need to increase revenues before we can increase costs. It's sustainable, it's sensible, and that's all we can do to try and move the business forward.
You know, whether, I'll be honest, you know, there will be decisions I have to make that fans may not like, but I will, you know, I'll be here and I'll be vocal and I'll explain the rationale behind why I make those decisions, and it will be in the long-term interest of the club.
Matt, can you tell us what's happened tonight, please? Do you have a message for the Charlton fans? What's the future of their club? Are you still part of this club, Matt? Have you a message for Tanoon?